Ukraine has targeted the Kerchbridge, where it's Crimea bridge that the Russians built this bridge to connect the Russian lands with Crimea Peninsula. Hello my dear friends and welcome again on the Info Club channel. This is YOUNES speaking, and if you are new to this channel, please make sure to like and subscribe. I would be so thankful for your support. As we all know, Ukraine has targeted the Kerchbridge, where it's Crimea bridge that the Russians built this bridge to connect the Russian lands with Crimea Peninsula. And the latest update said that Ukraine has targeted the bridge with Marines drone. So it was not as expected, from the Russian side, that they expected that the Ukrainians will attack the Kerchbridge, with the scalp rockets, or maybe even with the cluster bombs or any kind of bombs. And also they did not expect direction of this attack. Many people, they suspected that the attack came from the Black Sea, but there is many reports said that the attack came from the Azov Sea. So it could be a cargo ship passed through the Bosphorus, and after that it passed through the Kerch area under the bridge, and when it arrived to the Azov Sea, they released, or maybe the Ukrainian agent who is inside this cargo ship released this marine drone, and it went under the Kerchbridge and it exploded. The latest report said that the consequences of this explosion has led to a death of two parents and a child, and we all waiting the Russian response about this attack. So the Russian response, maybe it can be by attacking more infrastructure, Ukrainian or infrastructure military facilities of Ukraine, or maybe targeting the decision makers in Kyiv. As we all know that I think last month ago, the defense ministry of Russia, or the defense minister of Russia, Shoigu, has announced, and he said that if Ukraine attacked Crimea or even attacking the Kerchbridge, then the Russians, they has no choice only to targeting the decision makers of Ukraine. And this attack, it could be that the Russians, maybe they will target even a very important buildings like the presidential palace, or maybe even many buildings belong to the defense ministry or even to other ministries. So we will wait. I think maybe the next 48 hours, it will be the most important time for this war between Russia and Ukraine. And maybe it can happen that the Russians, they will target a very big positions, in Ukraine. And maybe, let's say, like Russia, when, let's say, targeting Volodymyr Zelensky or other very important authority maker, this one, it can lead even to the finish or the end of this war. Or maybe by this targeting a very important position in Ukraine, maybe it could lead to more fierce fighting in the other front lines. So there is maybe two reasons for this attacking the Kerchbridge. The first reason is Ukraine want to show that still fighting, for the independence of the occupied lands. And the second reason, that maybe Ukraine want to force Russia to stay in the grain deal. As we all know, since the grain deal has been made between the Russians and the Ukrainians and the Turkish, there were no very major, or there were no very important attack on the Kerchbridge, or maybe in many positions, in the Crimea Peninsula. But now when the Russians announced that there is no more deal and we will not consider making a new deal, the Ukrainians has developed new attacks, over Sevastopol, like yesterday and today's morning, around between 1 to I think 3 o'clock in the morning. Ukrainians targeted the Kerchbridge. So yes, guys, that was the most important event in the last 24 hours. As always, I would be so thankful for your support. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I wish for everybody an amazing evening. Bye bye.